will now transition into a brief proposal by the PWPA LA team, and then I will re-invite our panelists for a final discussion. Yes, so for our proposal, we would like to propose and examine what becomes possible when human consciousness is reconnected to the origin of consciousness, thereby renewing our relationship, humanity's relationship with nature. And we ask, what kind of new relationship between human beings and the natural world can emerge from this alignment? And how might it contribute to addressing the environmental crisis we face today? When we study natural systems, we observe that interactions between two entities sharing a common purpose often generate a greater output energy than the initial input. And let me share a few examples. First, in photosynthesis, through the exchange of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, plants produce glucose and oxygen, creating more usable energy than the initial input of light and matter. Second, in atmospheric and oceanic systems, warm air or water rises while cooler air or water sinks, forming convection currents. And these dynamic flows can be harnessed for energy, producing output energy that exceeds the initial heat input from the sun. And third, in geothermal systems, heat from the Earth's interior is converted into electrical energy, again with output far exceeding the thermal input. According to unification thought, the philosophical framework developed by the PWPA founders, this pattern is understood as a give and receive action, a process in which two entities interact in harmony toward a shared purpose, producing outcomes that are creative, regenerative, and expansive. And today, we would like to explore whether this principle can be applied to the renewed relationship between human beings and nature to help restore our damaged natural world. The restorative power and potential of this principle can already be seen in both human beings and the natural environment. And so if we consider several examples of the regenerative principle embedded throughout nature, we can see, for example, in wetlands, often called the kidneys of the earth, host rich biodiversity and purify water by filtering pollutants and sediments before they reach rivers and oceans. They also store carbon, contributing significantly to global carbon sequestration. Phytoremediation shows us that certain plants, like sunflowers, Indian mustard, and even corn, can absorb and store heavy metals, naturally cleansing the soil and environment. And in marine ecosystems, especially coral reefs, we find a remarkable regenerative capacity. Through coral spawning, male and female corals release reproductive cells simultaneously, allowing reefs to renew themselves and maintain ecological balance over time. In a similar way, the potential within human beings is evident through our scientific discoveries and technological advancements. So once human consciousness is aligned, these capabilities may become a force that cooperates with nature's processes. And therefore, we would like to propose that a renewed relationship between human potential, expressed through science and technology, and nature's inherent self-healing power can form a new kind of give and receive relationship. Such a partnership may amplify our collective capacity to restore the earth, a collaboration between human creativity and nature's regenerative wisdom, grounded in a shared consciousness aligned with the origin of life itself.